First off, Zach, appreciate you taking time to join us here now. For those of us around the program, you're a veteran. You worked out with this team last year. What did you learn about the experience and what it was like to play Division I basketball?
Oh, it's always been a dream of mine ever since I was young, so I'm extremely thankful for the opportunity, and it's really everything I could ask for.
When did the call come from coach to say, okay, we're going to put you on the active roster? What was that moment like for you?
It was really surreal because, I was just going through the whole practice routine. I was part of the Red Machine, so just getting the guys ready for potential games and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day after practice, coach just came up to me and said he really liked what I've been doing and asked me if I'd be okay with having a spot on the roster, and of course I said yes. So.
Who's the first person you called or texted?
It's got to be my dad,
yeah,
for sure.
And your dad, Steve, played here. What did he tell you? You hear these stories all the time about, well, when I was here, this is what the school was like. So what does he tell you about when he was here playing and what it's like now for him to come back and see the campus and how it's changed?
Oh, he was amazed. We actually visited here my junior year in high school, and he couldn't believe how much different it was from back then in the 80s and beginning of the 90s. So he couldn't believe how much like the arena, the practice facilities, everything around campus, the buildings, just so modern and just unlike anything he ever thought it would become back then.
Growing up, Zach, who did you pretend to be in the backyard? Basketball player.
I'd have to say probably Steve Nash.
Okay.
Yep, Steve Nash, a little shorter, kind of never really the quickest guy, but could shoot quite a bit. So, yeah, definitely Steve Nash.
When you look at last year and your role on this team as a practice player and a manager, what pride did you take in preparing the team for the next game?
I'd say every day I just try to come in and be as competitive as I can, whether it's just trying to get the guys better by playing defense on them in and out of drills, or just sprinting up and down the court, making them stay in help side, talk to one another. So I think the main thing for me is just to never allow my position at the time to influence how hard I play or what I don't do or do on the court out there.
How about of the kids coming back, who's for you when you're guarding a player, who's the toughest guy for you to have to guard?
I'd have to say John Dawson.
John Dawson,
yeah. That guy's an animal.
Well, what about when you come back now? All the kids are coming back from a couple of weeks off, from classes getting over, you're gearing up for the summer. We keep talking about the wave of momentum this program has now under Richie McKay. What do y'all talk about when you're thinking about the fall and the winter? Because November is going to be here before we know it. So it's not too early to start planning and practicing and getting ready. So when you guys talk about, wow, this team could do this next season, what do y'all talk about?
I think the big thing for us is just coming in every day and try to be the best we can be, whether that's whether going through lifting or conditioning or going through a skills workout. I think the big thing for us is making sure that everything we do is competitive. So just pushing each other to be the best we can be. And I think everyone on this team believes we have a really high ceiling, and I think if we come in every day and really just play as hard as we can do something special.
Zach, take me off the court for a little bit. What are you studying right now?
Exercise science.
Okay, what do you enjoy about that?
I'm really kind of a health and physical fitness nut a little bit, so my dream job would be to do what Coach Henn does.
Okay.
I want to be a college strength and conditioning coach, so he's inspired me quite a bit.
Now, for those of you that are around this program and get to see all the technology that Henry uses, it's pretty remarkable. There's probably 4 or 5 different things that he has y'all put on from some things that monitor your heart rate, etc. Of those new trends in college basketball, which one do you like, and tell us about it?
Probably my favorite one, I have to say, is the Shoot 360 that we have that tells you how high your shot is, the angle, and gives you different drill packs to do on the screen and whatnot. Coming here, I had no idea it'd be that sophisticated and that high tech, and it just makes things so much easier for sure.
If you had a day off from basketball, what would we see Zach doing? And what's your favorite meal, favorite restaurant?
Oh, favorite restaurant, I would have to say probably Market in Maine. I went there a couple weeks ago for the first time, and it was fantastic. Yes, sir. Yep.
How about a day off from basketball? No school, nothing. You can be in Lynchburg. You can be back in Cincinnati. What would we find Zach Farquhar doing?
Oh, I really like going to the pool, so I'd say probably swimming.
Wow, Maya
Yep.
Baxter Bell said the exact same thing.
Cincinnati.
There you go.
guys,
Something
think
about it. Obviously from Cincinnati. Is the chili as good as they say it is there?
Oh, it's fantastic for sure.
Now, does your family make better chili than what you can buy in the restaurant?
I don't know. I don't know if I can go that far. No.
Now, Aaron Schreiner is also from Ohio. Do y'all have these conversations?
Oh yeah.
Pretty handily?
At least once a week, I think.
Once a week.
Especially when we go home for breaks, he always tells me to bring back some Skyline chili.
Skyline chili,
Yeah.
that's it. Well, Zach, we appreciate the time. Have a great rest of the summer. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
It's Zach Farquhar.